Next, in Sri Lanka, the debate on the new government's efforts in re-establishing the independence of the judiciary and the rule of law continues. The government's constitutional process has received mixed responses from the general public, with much criticism at its complacency in implementing the promised legal and judicial reforms and in dealing with corruption. Just Asia spoke with a visiting senior lawyer and a member of the People's Representation Committee on Constitutional Reforms, Mr. Sunil Jayaratne, on these issues. He explained the main challenges in implementing the said reforms and why public trust has been eroded.
The independence of judiciary was severely threatened, during the impeachment and the contemporary period. So that is why that there was a huge outcry by the people asking for the independence of the judiciary and justice, because whenever the people felt that that is at the last resort for the democracy and rule of law, judicial independence and the independent judiciary is the last institution they have to go for. So then that is why that people had a severe outcry. So however, I don't say that the present government or the system has taken adequate steps, but they have taken a very serious and meaningful effective measures and initiatives to do so. So one of them, I could say that the constitutional reforms, the parliament appointed a committee consists of 20 members from the different expertise to go into the matter of constitutional reforms by listening to people in various parts of the country. So that committee recommended several reforms, and also if you take that the UN Special Rapporteur on judicial independence and lawyers also have severely dealt, very thoroughly dealt on the matters of independence of the judiciary, particularly about the appointment of Superior Court judges, the appointment of officers of the Attorney General's Department, and several other areas like the police reforms. So now taking all together, 2016 the Bar Association in their 2016 National Law Conference specifically focused their attention on the law's delays. So then I could say that though there is no such set meaningful programs yet, they have taken certain meaningful initiatives to reform the system. There is a big criticism of the breakdown of the criminal justice system in Sri Lanka past more than a decade. There were sort of a lot of extrajudicial killings and arbitrariness of the police force and military. So those were the areas where it was under heavy criticism by people. So there should be strict measures. Now the reformation of the Attorney General's Department, improving their effectiveness, one of the measures as suggested, and also the improvement of the quality and the effectiveness of the police department. Those are the major areas which in the process the experts have proposed. So now in addition to that, there should be certain strict measures with regard to improvement of the systems, that the funding, capacity building, training, and so on and so. There are various measures to be taken with a holistic approach. You can't segmentalize and say that this portion, if we develop that, we can have good system. No, that is not the way. There should be a holistic, interconnected approach, and that should be led by the people in the government and also the top leaders in each and every institution. So then we can have a good system.
That is all for this episode of Just Asia. For more on these and other issues, please visit www.humanrights.asia or www.alrc.asia/justasia. Thank you for watching and see you next week.